There are over 200 AI tools right now. New ones pop up every single week, and everyone's telling you that you need to use them or you'll be left behind. It's exhausting. So here's what I did. I went through all of them, the big ones, the weird ones, the ones that might take your job, and I'm going to explain each one in the simplest way possible. No jargon, no hype, just a capybara telling you what each AI actually does, who it's for, and whether you should care. Let's start with the one you've definitely heard of, ChatGPT. You've heard your mom talk about it, your boss uses it, your little cousin thinks it does his homework better than he does, and honestly, he's probably right. ChatGPT is made by OpenAI, and it's basically the iPhone of AI. It wasn't the first, but it was the one that made everyone pay attention. So what does it actually do? You talk to it, you ask it things, you tell it to write stuff, and it does. Emails, essays, code, recipes, business plans, you name it. It's like having a really smart intern that never sleeps and never complains. But here's where it gets interesting. ChatGPT is not just a chatbot anymore. It can see images, it can browse the internet, it can analyze your files, and with the newer versions, it can even reason through complex problems step by step. The free version? Solid. Gets the job done for most people. The paid version? That's where the real power is. Faster, smarter, and you get access to the latest models before anyone else. Now, is it perfect? No. It makes stuff up sometimes. It sounds super confident while being completely wrong. And it has no idea what happened last week unless it searches the web. But if you're only going to use one AI tool in your life, this is probably the one. Now, Google looked at all of this and said, we need to fight back. Google Gemini, or as I like to call it, the AI that's been through an identity crisis. First it was called Bard, then they killed Bard, then it became Gemini. Then there was Gemini Pro, Gemini Ultra, Gemini Nano. Honestly, Google loves naming things almost as much as they love killing products. But jokes aside, Gemini is scary, powerful. And the reason is simple. Google has something no other AI company has. All of your data, your emails, your calendar, your documents, your search history, your photos, your maps, everything. So when Gemini works inside Google's ecosystem, it's not just smart, it knows you. It can read your Gmail, summarize your meetings, find that one document you lost 3 months ago, and plan your entire trip without you lifting a finger. The model itself is good, really good. Some benchmarks say it beats ChatGPT in certain tasks. But here's the thing. Having a powerful AI and making it easy to use are two very different things, and Google is still figuring that part out. If you already live inside Google, Gmail, Docs, Drive, Android, Gemini is going to feel like a superpower. If you don't, ChatGPT is probably still your better bet. Now, there's one AI that took a completely different approach. Instead of trying to be the smartest, it tried to be the safest. Claude, yeah, that's its name. Not some cool futuristic name like Gemini or Grok, just Claude. Like your neighbor who brings you cookies and asks how your day was. And honestly, that's kind of the vibe. Claude is made by Anthropic, a company founded by people who used to work at OpenAI. So yes, this is literally the I can build a better version breakup story of Silicon Valley. And to be fair, they kinda did. Claude is the AI that your English teacher would love. It writes really well. Like, suspiciously well. Long documents, analysis, creative writing. This thing handles it like it actually went to college and paid attention. But here's what makes Claude different. Anthropic built it to be safe. Like, really safe. Claude is the AI that will refuse to help you do something sketchy and then explain why in a 3-paragraph essay you didn't ask for. It's the friend that won't let you send that text to your ex at 2 a.m. Annoying? Sometimes. But deep down you know it's right. The downside? It's less famous. Your mom has never heard of Claude. It doesn't have the brand power of ChatGPT or the ecosystem of Google, but the people who use it, they don't shut up about it. It's like vegans, but for AI. Now, what if I told you there's an AI that's completely free, open to everyone, and backed by the guy who owns Facebook? Meta AI. Yes, Mark Zuckerberg made an AI. The same guy who made your grandma addicted to Facebook is now trying to be the open source hero of artificial intelligence. And here's the crazy part. It's actually working. Meta's AI model is called Llama, and unlike ChatGPT or Gemini, Llama is open source. That means anyone can download it, modify it, run it on their own computer, and build whatever they want with it for free. no subscription, no waiting list, no, please give us your credit card. Now you might be thinking, why would a trillion-dollar company give away its AI for free? And that's a great question. The answer is strategy. If everyone builds on top of Llama, everyone depends on Meta. It's like giving away free razors so you can sell the blades. Except the blades are also free and nobody really knows how they're making money yet. Classic Zuckerberg move. The thing is, most regular people will never use Llama directly. It's not designed for you to go chat with it like ChatGPT. It's designed for developers and companies to build their own stuff on top of it. That translation app you use might be running Llama. That customer service bot that annoys you? Probably Llama. So you've been using Meta's AI without knowing it, which honestly is the most meta thing ever. Now, there's one AI that doesn't care about being safe, open, or corporate. It just wants to be unhinged. Grok, the AI made by Elon Musk. And if you're thinking, wait, didn't Elon help create OpenAI and then leave and then sue them and then make his own AI? Yes, that's exactly what happened. The man speedruns drama like it's a hobby. So Grok lives inside X, the app formerly known as Twitter, formerly known as a place where people had normal conversations. And Grok's whole personality is that it has a personality. While ChatGPT tries to be professional and Claude tries to be careful, Grok just says whatever it wants. It's the AI that will roast you if you ask a dumb question. It's basically if Reddit was a chatbot, and that's fun, for about 10 minutes. The actual technology, it's decent. Grok has access to everything posted on X in real time, so it's fast with current events and trending topics. You want to know what people are arguing about right now? Grok knows. It's swimming in it. But here's the problem. Being edgy is not a feature, it's a vibe, and vibes don't solve problems. When you need actual help, writing a report, analyzing data, building something, Grok is not the first tool you reach for. It's the AI you play with when you're bored at 11 p.m. Also, you need a Premium X subscription to use the good version. So Elon basically made you pay for Twitter and the AI. The man is consistent, I'll give him that. Speaking of paying for AI, there's one that's already inside the software you use at work, and your company is definitely paying for it. Microsoft Copilot, the AI that didn't ask for your permission. It just showed up in your Word, your Excel, your PowerPoint, your Outlook, and said, hey, I live here now. And honestly, that's the smartest move anyone has made in this whole AI race. See? While everyone else is fighting over who has the best chatbot, Microsoft said, forget the chatbot. We're going to put AI inside the tools 3 billion people already use every day. You don't need to learn a new app. You don't need to copy-paste anything. You just open Word and the AI is right there staring at you, ready to write your entire quarterly report while you pretend to look busy. Copilot in Excel is where it gets really interesting. You can literally talk to your spreadsheets now. Hey, show me which month had the worst sales. Make a chart comparing Q1 and Q2. Things that used to take you 30 minutes of Googling formulas now take 5 seconds. The catch? The good version costs $30 a month per user. And that's on top of whatever your company already pays for Microsoft 365. So if you have 100 employees, that's $36,000 a year for AI. Microsoft is printing money and nobody's talking about it. Is it the most powerful AI? No. Is it the most revolutionary? No. But it's the one that's going to change how most people actually work. Because the best AI is not the smartest one. It's the one you don't have to think about. Now, there's one AI that wants to replace something you use every single day. And no, it's not your job. It's Google Search. Perplexity. The AI that looked at Google and said, you've been doing this wrong for 20 years. And here's the thing. They might be right. Think about how Google works. You type a question, you get 10 blue links, you click one, it's not what you wanted, you go back, you click another one, it's a recipe blog with a 12-paragraph story about someone's grandmother before giving you the actual answer. We've all been there. Perplexity just gives you the answer, that's it. You ask a question, it searches the internet, reads multiple sources, and gives you a clean, direct response with citations. No ads, no clickbait, no grandmother stories. Just the answer. And it's good at it. Need to research a topic? Perplexity. Want to compare products before buying? Perplexity. Trying to figure out if that weird noise your car makes is expensive? Perplexity. It feels like Google used to feel back when Google was actually good. Now the big question. Can a startup actually beat Google at search? Probably not. Google has the money, the data, and the infrastructure to crush anyone. But Perplexity doesn't need to kill Google, it just needs to be the choice for people who are tired of being sold ads instead of getting answers. And right now, it's winning that crowd. Okay, we've covered the AI tools that think and write, but there's a whole other world of AI that doesn't write words, it creates images. And things got weird fast. Okay, so remember when your art teacher told you that creativity could never be replaced by machines? Yeah, about that. Midjourney was the first one that made people genuinely panic. You type a few words and it creates an image that looks like a professional artist spent 3 days on it. Portraits, landscapes, concept art, product photos. This thing does it all. And it does it in about 30 seconds. The results are stunning, like genuinely beautiful. The kind of stuff that makes you stare at your screen and think, a computer made this? And then immediately think, oh no, a computer made this. Then there's DALL-E, made by the same people behind ChatGPT. It's built right into ChatGPT, so you can just say, draw me a capybara in a business suit presenting quarterly earnings, and boom, there it is. It's not as artistic as Midjourney, but it's the most convenient. You're already in ChatGPT anyway, might as well make it draw stuff. And then there's Flux, the new kid that came out of nowhere. Open source, fast, and scary, accurate with text inside images, which sounds like a small thing until you realize every other AI has been absolutely terrible at writing readable text and images for years. Flux just figured it out and said nothing. Now here's the uncomfortable truth. These tools are incredible, and they're putting real artists in real trouble. Companies that used to hire illustrators for $1,000 are now generating images for free. That's not hype. That's happening right now. But if AI can make images, can it make video? Oh boy. Okay, this one is personal. Because music is supposed to be human. It's supposed to come from the soul. From heartbreak, from experience, from staying up at 3 a.m. with a guitar, feeling things. And then Suno said, nah, I can do that in 11 seconds. You type a description, sad acoustic song about losing a dog, male voice, folk style, and Suno generates a full song. Vocals, instruments, melody, lyrics, everything. And it doesn't sound like a robot. It sounds like a guy from Nashville who's been through some stuff. Udio does the same thing, but with a different approach. Some people say Udio sounds more natural. Some say Suno has better melodies. Honestly, at this point, they're both good enough to make you uncomfortable. And here's where it gets really weird. People are uploading AI-generated songs to Spotify right now. Some of them have millions of plays. You've probably heard one, and didn't know it. That playlist you listen to while studying? At least one of those songs might have never been touched by a human hand. Are these tools going to replace real musicians? The honest answer, for background music, stock music, and content creation, they already have. For actual artistries that moves people and fills stadiums? Not even close. People don't buy concert tickets to watch a laptop. Now, everything I've covered today are AI tools you can see and use. But there's a whole layer of AI that's been controlling your life for years, and you never even noticed. This is the part nobody talks about, because it's not sexy. It doesn't have a logo or a cool name, but it's the AI that actually runs your life. Every time you open TikTok and somehow spend 2 hours watching videos about pressure washing driveways, that's AI. It figured out you'd watch that before you figured out you'd watch that. The algorithm knows you better than your therapist and charges you nothing. Which is worse, every time Netflix recommends a show and you think, okay, fine, 1 episode, and then it's 4 a.m. That's AI. Every time Spotify plays a song you've never heard and you immediately add it to your playlist, AI. These companies spent billions building recommendation engines that are so good at predicting what you want that it feels like mind reading. Google Maps finding you the fastest route, AI. Your bank blocking a suspicious transaction before you notice, AI. Your phone unlocking with your face, AI. That email that went to spam instead of your inbox, AI made that decision for you. And here's the thing that should really bake your noodle. All those flashy AI tools we talked about today, ChatGPT, Gemini, Midjourney, you choose to use them. These invisible ones, they've been choosing for you this entire time. What you watch, what you buy, what you read, who you date, what route you drive, all quietly shaped by algorithms you never agreed to and can't turn off. So next time someone asks, should I be worried about AI? The answer is, you're about 10 years late to that question. So that's it. Every major AI out there right now explained as simply as I could. And look, I know it's a lot. It feels like the world changed overnight and nobody gave you the manual. But here's the truth. You don't need to use all of these. You don't even need to use half of them. Just pick the one that solves a problem you actually have and ignore the rest. The people telling you that you need 17 AI tools in your daily workflow are the same people trying to sell you an AI course for $400. Stay calm. Stay curious. Don't let anyone make you feel stupid for not keeping up. This stuff is moving faster than anyone can follow, including the people building it. Now, I covered a lot today, but I kept it simple on purpose. If you want me to go deep on any of these, how to actually use them, tips, tricks, things nobody tells you, I'm going to do exactly that in the next videos. So if a capybara explaining technology is something you didn't know you needed, in your life, subscribe, hit the bell, and I'll see you in the next one.